This coverage of MWC is brought to you by Bitdefender Mobile Security. Maybe it didn't take too long for Sony to come out with their new flagship device, but the update to the Xperia Z1 is definitely a welcome one, and here's why. It's Josh Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And this is the Sony Xperia Z2. Sony continues its design language on the Xperia Z2, which does have very much the same black slate-like appearance and sleek glass surfaces of its predecessors. The Z2 is a couple of millimeters taller than the Z1, but that is to accommodate the 0.2-inch extra for the display. But the good news is that Sony also managed to shave off the phone's thickness. Even better, it is a little bit lighter than the rather heavy Z1 from before. And thanks to the slightly rounded edges, the Z2 feels very comfortable in the hand. The very rigid design from before has been a bit toned down, and the buttons are all in their usual position, including that iconic silver power button and the handy shutter button down on the other side. Now, if you know a thing or two about Sony's flagship smartphones, you do know about the probably less impressive viewing angles that plagued the first two generations of the Xperia Z series. How unfortunately that was because of the TFT technology that they used in the screen, so we're actually really happy to see Sony implementing a top-of-the-line full IPS HD display on the Xperia Z2. And as you can see for yourself right here, the viewing angles are much better. And not only is the screen better, but that extra 0.2 inches does give you more space for your content. But even better, we see that the bezels have been shrunken down, allowing for this phone to really make its screen shine through. The Xperia Z2 is also the first phone announced to run on Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor, which is a tweaked version of the popular 800 and is backed by the Adreno 330 GPU. And thanks to now 3 GB of RAM, Sony's lean Android implementation is able to fly through its interface with really no lag whatsoever. As far as hardware goes, we have a massive 3200 mAh battery that should allow the Z2 to compete with the likes of the phablet lines in terms of battery life. The camera on the Z2 has also been greatly improved with software additions and is now capable of shooting 4K video. There's still no OIS, but you should get some stabilization thanks to Sony's steady shots. And we'll see just how much better the image quality has improved, either as much or even more than was found in the Z1 Compact. And also, music buffs will appreciate that the dual stereo speakers also come with built-in noise-canceling technology. As far as software goes, we do see an update to Sony's Timescape or Xperia UI to the KitKat Android 4.4, and there are quite a few enhancements in the UI, including things like adjustable white balance, a double tap to wake up the screen, USB DAC support, and even a built-in answering machine. But other than that, we still see that the Xperia UI maintains the general motif of keeping things about as stock-like as possible while adding in a few of their own additions. Sony's own applications make a reappearance here, like the Walkman, and also do the small apps. Overall, this is one of the biggest updates ever for Sony, and we can't wait to go through all of the new stuff in the Xperia Z2. You didn't have to wait too long for the update to Sony's flagship smartphone, but even in that short time, there are quite a few enhancements that we could be very happy about. Stay tuned for our full review of the Sony Xperia Z2 coming soon, and stay tuned to Android Authority for all of the best coverage here at MWC in Barcelona, Spain.